Welcome to the house Roethlisberger built, Oxford, Ohio, on the campus of Miami University and home to the Redhawks. And we are looking forward to a fantastic game and a full house for this one. Today, two teams set to square off in a max slugfest. The Redhawks will put total leather to crank us up. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. 3rd down coming. Surging forward on the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Here we go, set. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And how about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
And those body blows really, really matter. I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I like getting these slant throws early and getting some completions because you're setting up the slant to go. Later in the game, the quarterback can pump the slant route and then hit him up the sideline for a big gain.
Got it in the middle. It's Williamson. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Working the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, what makes this offense so difficult to defend is they've got receivers that have speed and that can separate. On the first drive of the game, they found a soft spot in the middle of the field, and they took advantage.
They've got it 1st and goal from the 7, looking for the first score of this game. Let's go! They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Into their happy place for a touchdown.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Red Hawks offense will try to get something going with their first possession. But, Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
From the gun, the ground game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Quinn. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Red Hawks getting set on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Guys, let's talk about the Red Hawks. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
The Red Hawks back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Reads it, fires complete. There he goes. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that short completion now sets up a big 3rd down here in the red zone for this team. They haven't scored yet. They're only trailing 7-0, and this is a big one. It's very, very hard to throw the football in this area of the field.
Touchdown, Red Hawks! A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Williamson. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Williamson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll ride the hot hand. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Grab near the sticks. It's Williamson. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Looking for the score. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Quinn. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Oxford. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, The team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Yager Stadium there on Weeb Eubank Way.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Great job by the pass rush up front. Third and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll field it close to the 50. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll go back to work on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Williamson. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it first and goal from the 10. They're going back to the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on second down. He caught it! And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Redhawks offense heads to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown. Turning it on! They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And the Redhawks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. To the air, it's Quinn. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. Fires deep on the run. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Redhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Now this offense is back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Man, what a surge by this defense. I think he's going to be a little bit short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Tries to swing her forward on the sneak. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Final minute now of the third quarter. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
Power football with the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
They have been running ISOs in football since the beginning of time, right? They want to isolate that linebacker. A lot of times they're going to pull a guard. Great job by the defense seeing it, getting downhill, understanding where the ball's coming, going downhill, attacking it, and getting the big tackle for a loss.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Here we go.
Snapped it in the shotgun. Touchdown!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Quinn. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Using his legs, it's Mathis. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And the Redhawks headed quickly to the line. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 18.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field.
Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Dropping back, it's Quinn. Rushes on him. Caught near the sticks. It's Mathis. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Red Hawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. It's caught. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's second and long. From the gun, running back gets the give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Firing to the right, complete. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
He put some heat on that one down the middle. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Deep shot for the end zone. He caught it. Gets it into the end zone for a touchdown.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Back to throw, it's Quinn. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. There he goes. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to go up top on first down. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.